The Ben Askren update.
All right.
We covered it last week. We got a clip out, so everybody who wants to watch it, tune into that clip from last week. The update is two things. I'll go with what his wife said first, and then I'll talk about some things I've heard. Ben's wife says he's been able to wait. Or I'll just read the statement.
Okay.
She says, as of late last night, Ben is officially on the transplant list. Please pray he can get stronger and stay stable without complications while he waits, and that they find an amazing match for him and he accepts it smoothly. Also, please pray for whoever that donor may be and his family. It's going to be a huge adjustment for Ben, but our family is so thankful that his other organs are okay and that there's a path forward. While he's having some more periods of awareness, he's not able to look at his phone yet and respond to messages. I'm hoping he can get there in the next week or two. Also hoping we will get to a place soon where he can talk while on a trach. Yesterday he kept mouthing something for a while, and we finally figured out he was saying coffee. He can't have it yet, lol. What a huge relief to see him asking for something so normal. I'm so thankful his mind is healthy, and I can't wait to have him back. We are also so thankful for the amazing community we have, from close friends we haven't talked to in 20 plus years, to strangers who have reached out to share their similar stories or pray. Thank you. So Ben's still fighting for his life, but he's doing better, and right now they're waiting on a lung transplant. I did hear they've denied a couple lung transplants in this process. From a reliable source, Flow Wrestling said it, so it's got to pretty much be true. The reason why is because I read a comment. Somebody said, unfortunately, people don't live that long after a lung transplant, which was devastating for me to read that. You know what I'm saying? They were saying like 12 months, no longer than 5 years and stuff like that. So reading that and hearing how they may have denied a couple lungs, I think he had said they were just waiting for the right match, and that's why it's so important to get the right match, because getting the right one that your body will take and from a healthy person, so to speak, will give you a lot longer with the new lung. So on top of that, they were saying that Ben is high on the list to get it because he's a healthy guy, so he's gonna live, so it's worth giving it to him, and because because of the severity of it, because of how bad it's gotten, like it's almost life or death for him. Some people have more time, so he's on the top of the list because he only, without this, he has a short amount of time. So those are a couple good things. He is high on the list, so he's already gotten offers. Even they're just waiting for hopefully the right one, and I'm sure they'll take it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, prayers up there, within the next week or so they can find a quality match for him, and that he lives a long time. Because dude, this is Ben Askren. This is crazy, because even after this lung transplant, time is still valid or short for him potentially.
Yeah, no, that's super serious.
Man, it's crazy. It's devastating.
That is devastating. That is to think that you can't even communicate with your family because of whatever you're sedated on. Probably they're helping you breathe as well, because you're probably on a breathing device, and then to have to wait, and you're at the dispense of someone else dying.
Mm-hmm.
Putting that in, just thinking about that, taking out your lung to put in someone else's lung to help you breathe,
Mm-hmm.
so you can still survive and have a good some form of life. I don't know, man. That's sad.
It's devastating.
It is
Honestly.
devastating.
And it really, and it sounds cliche, man, but when you hear about things like this, it's like, people who say like, and this isn't even to put down people, because this is why I don't like saying stuff like this, but when people are like, oh, I'll do tomorrow, you know what I mean? I'll change my life, so to speak, or go do what I want to do today, tomorrow. It's like, that's a big reason why I'm always reminded just to like, do shit today, make the best of today, because bro, anything can happen to you. It's, and that's not to like put a jinx on anyone, but just to be realistic about things. If a healthy person like Ben, this can happen to him, anything can happen to anyone. And even if you are completely healthy, you should still show your appreciation for life, you know what I mean, and do the most you can. Luckily, a guy like Ben, right, he's done a lot to help people, because he is a hard worker, you know what I mean, and he gives back a lot. So he's somebody who's the epitome of like, he made the most while he was healthy. Ben has no regrets. You know what I mean? But best believe if he is able to have a second life at this whole thing, he's going to continue to help people, continue to better people, and just that kind of reminder. You know what I mean? Do not
Yeah.
take days for granted. Like, go exercise. I mean, spend time with your loved ones. You know what I mean? Don't think, oh, I'll call them tomorrow, right? If you want to talk to them now.
Yeah, and it shows this, it just goes to show you how precious life is. You know, I always think too, we were talking about Kobe earlier. I mean, who would ever have thought Kobe would have died in a helicopter crash?
That's what I'm saying. And if you were a close person to Kobe and you wanted to call him that next day or something like that, but you just chose, you thought, oh, I'll call him next week. Then you live
Yeah,
with that regret. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of times, like, if I have a thought or an impulse to do something, then I'll do it, you know, as long as it's like normal.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly. No, that message, you know, stands across time, you know.
for sure.
Tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's gone. What we have right now is the exact present.
Hmm.
This moment right now, this is what we really have.
Definitely.
You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But you may have been going through the emotions, but no, you're 100% on message there. And oh, my hearts go out to that family, man. Wow, that's super tough. That's
Right.
super It's very like not only devastating but super intense and emotional.
Mm,
Because every second for them probably feels like a lifetime.
right. For sure. And also, like, you know, it's like, I think a lot of people will let things get in the way of wanting to go do shit. You know, like if you have anxiety and stuff like that. Like I get it's tough out there, but at the same time, like if you have the physical ability to go live your life, you know, try your best to go live it, right? Because with Ben, that physical ability is gone. You know, and if that's what I'm saying, like because sometimes you're scared to go try something new or something like that. But if you can walk your 2 feet to go do it, just still go try it out, you know, because that's the situation Ben's in right now. Even if he was scared to do something, even if he wanted to do something, he can't walk his 2 feet to go do it. And that's something that sticks with me, you know, is like the ability to go and do something you want to do. Go get a haircut. You feel me?
Well,
People who
well,
are in a wheelchair, that's a whole nother thing for them.
yeah, what's the saying? What would Eddie do? Eddie a cow?
Yeah, the surfer.
Yeah, well, is that the saying? What would Eddie
I
do?
think it's like Eddie would go. Eddie would go because he
Yeah.
he like went out and risked his life basically to save the people who were on like a stranded boat, and then he died.
Yeah.
But instead of living with the regret of like what if I, you know what I mean? What if I went? I should have gone. He went out, he died, but he died a legend.
Yeah, and I think too the full circle. I heard it the other day. All the things we acquire in this life, you can't take none of them with you.
Yeah, it's true.
You born with nothing, and you die with nothing. Be at peace of what you did in the middle, and make sure you take advantage of that present. And like goes back to what you said, take advantage of that present, which is right now, today,
Right.
right now.
Definitely.
So the message can it goes far on so many layers and so many levels.